Okay, today's explainer, it's really something special. It's basically a love letter. A love letter to the lone fighters out there, to the people who are fighting these huge battles, but, they're doing it quietly, behind the scenes, often where nobody can even see them. So let's get right into it.
So, what exactly defines a lone fighter? I mean, when you hear that phrase, what picture comes into your head? For me, it conjures up this image of incredible resilience, right? A kind of strength that you can only build when you're on your own. And that's really what we're going to be exploring here, just how deep that experience goes.
All right, first up, the daily battle. To really get what this fight is all about, you got to look at the battlefield. And it's not some far-off place, no. The battlefield is, it's just everyday life. It's this relentless, nonstop reality.
And just look at this list. It feels relentless, doesn't it? You're juggling appointments, you're juggling meltdowns, bills, school meetings. I mean, any one of these things is a huge deal. But the key word here is juggling. It's not just doing them. It's the constant, frantic act of trying to keep all these plates spinning at the exact same time, day after day. It's exhausting just thinking about it.
And after all of that, after that whole chaotic list, we get this. One word. Alone. All of that juggling, all that pressure, and you're doing it without a tag team partner. That one word just changes everything, doesn't it? It puts the sheer size of this challenge into a whole new perspective.
And that feeling of being alone, it brings us here, to the weight of it all. See, this isn't just about the stuff you can see, the appointments, the bills. It's about the private war, the one that's fought behind closed doors, where nobody else is looking.
And this is what that private war looks like. You've cried in the bathroom. Think about that. The bathroom. It's often the only room in the house with a lock, the only place you can snatch a single second to yourself. It's where the mask finally comes off. It's so specific, so real.
And then there's this, screaming into pillows. This isn't just about being sad. This is about pure, raw frustration. It's an exhaustion so deep that it has to come out, but it can't make a sound. It's what happens when you are pushed right to the very edge.
Okay, but right here, this is where the whole story takes a turn. A really important one. After showing us all that struggle, all that pain, the perspective shifts. This isn't actually a story about being defeated. It's a story about strength. Incredible, unseen strength. It's about realizing that every single day isn't just something to survive. It's a battle that you are winning.
And you can see that shift so clearly right here. On one side, you have the reality, chaos, isolation, exhaustion. But look at the response. The response to chaos, you show up. The response to isolation, you fight. And the response to complete and utter exhaustion, you find a way to comfort. It's incredible. It's turning every negative into a powerful action.
And this really gets to the heart of it. And still, you show up. Those two little words, and still, they hold so much power. It's like saying, despite everything, despite the tears in the bathroom, despite screaming into a pillow, despite all the juggling, you still show up. That's not just survival. That is an act of pure defiance.
And showing up isn't just being there. It's not passive at all. It's active. It's like you're fighting a war on two fronts. On one hand, you're fighting outwards, battling for services, for support, for everything that's needed. But at the exact same time, you're fighting to be the calm center of the storm for someone else. You're providing comfort even when you have absolutely none left for yourself.
So, all of this, everything we've talked about, it leads us to the real heart of this piece. This is where it stops being a description of a battle and becomes a letter, a direct message to you.
And here's the first thing that letter says. After all of that, the private struggles, the feeling that nobody sees what you're going through, this is the most important message. You are not invisible.
And it gets even more personal. It goes from a general idea to a direct statement. Not just people see you, but I see you.
And when you really see someone struggle, it leads to this. Respect. A deep, profound respect for the incredible force of will it takes to keep fighting that fight every single day. I respect you.
And finally, we get this message of solidarity. Remember that crushing word from the very beginning, alone? Well, this is the answer to that. This is the counterpunch. You might feel like you're alone, but you're not. I walk beside you.
And it all comes down to this. This might be the most important message in the entire letter. For all those days when it just feels like too much, when you feel like you're failing, when the fear creeps in that you just aren't enough to handle it all, just know this. You are enough. You have always been enough.
So let's end by turning this message outward. We've been talking about one kind of lone fighter, but let's be honest, they're all around us. That message, I see you, is one of the most powerful things you can give someone. So I'll leave you with this question. Who in your life is fighting a battle you can't see? Who do you need to see today?